We welcome to Catholic TV, the director of the Urban Catholic Teacher Corps at Boston College, Charlie and Marijke. I got it right?
Yes, you did.
All right. I've been working on that. I have to tell you, I have been working on that, and I said I was going to mess up. Here's the big thing, though. So Marijke is from Juneau, Alaska,
Yes.
right? And Charlie is from Honolulu, Hawaii. And here you are, and we're not in Alaska yet. Bonnie's working on that, but we are in Hawaii. So maybe some of your friends can be watching us.
Probably on the tape delay, because with the time difference,
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody's up yet.
Well, I want to get to both those. I've been to every state except those two, by the way. Just
wow.
Every state except those two, and here you two are. Well, Marijke, tell us about the Urban Catholic Teachers Corps.
The Urban Catholic Teacher Corps is a graduate program through the Rhodes Center for Catholic Education and the Lynch School at Boston College. We have 4 pillars that we focus around: spirituality, simplicity, community, and teaching as ministry. So it's a 2-year program. During that time, all of the community members study at Boston College to get their master's degree, work in Catholic schools throughout the Archdiocese of Boston, and live together in an intentional faith-based community.
That's awesome.
Charlie, the importance of Catholic identity is primary. I know it's a hallmark of the Barbara and Patrick Roach Center at BC. Can you tell us about the mission?
Well, specifically within Catholic Identity, we support in the Roach Center and in UCTC, Catholic Identity that supports academic excellence in Catholic schools, faith formation, the care for justice in these schools, the education of all students, and we really work within UCTC to serve that through our ministry in Catholic schools, supporting students specifically, and with the faith formation of these Catholic school teachers. We bring in teachers that already have licensure, they've been formed as educators, and we really try to work with them over the 2 years in their formation as human persons, in their faith formation, so that they can be the best Catholic school educators possible, so they can really care for these young people in our schools.
I don't know if you know this, but I was there, in a sense, at the very, very beginning. I think it was like 19 years ago. I was pastor of St. Matthew's in Dorchester, and some tremendously generous work was done on the convent, and it became the residence, and I think it still is, isn't it?
It is still. 19 years later, we're bringing in our 20th cohort this summer, so we're really excited about that, and it is one of the unique aspects and exciting parts about UCTC is really, it is a unique collaboration between the Archdiocese, Boston College, specifically through the Lynch School of Education, and these founding donors. So the Lynch family, specifically Peter Lynch, the Flatley family, specifically Thomas Flatley, they founded this program. They brought the idea to the Archdiocese and to the Lynch School. And since that point, we've grown. The McGrath family has also gotten on board and supported us for a number of years now. And it is through those donors, through the schools, and through the Lynch School at Boston College that the program's possible.
So Marijke, what is it like for a teacher to go in, let's say, well, you're St. Columbkills.
I am at St. Columbkills.
So tell me about it. What's it like to be in there? I love that school, by the way.
It's an incredible place to teach.
Tell me about it.
Well, we are all placed within our schools, so schools apply to the Urban Catholic Teacher Corps as well as the cohort members. So it's 2 applications coming in together, and through a lot of praying and a lot of discernment, Charlie and the other team members get to put together and connect schools with cohort members. So we're all placed within our schools and into our teaching positions. I was placed within the middle school at St. Columbkills teaching social studies and Spanish. And from there have gotten to spend the last 3 years working at an incredible school with really incredible students.
And why did you want to do it? Because it is a big commitment. So what made you decide, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this commitment and go into the school and teach?
I think the 4 pillars are really what I feel so strongly about. I've always seen teaching as a ministry, as in a time to go and work with students and really help them to become the best people they can be and to learn from someone who loves and cares. And so that ability was fantastic. As well, the community is just an incredible place to be and to live. I couldn't imagine going through my first years of teaching without the support that I felt through UCTC.
And you said a faith community. It's a real faith community. How is it a faith community in that environment?
Well, we have a couple things that we do regularly in order to help us focus on our faith. Specifically, we have spirituality once a week, where each community member takes a turn leading spirituality night. And we do all sorts of different things that represent how people see their spirituality and experience spirituality differently. But that's the main thing that we do together. But then it's a lot of the little things. It's when someone knows someone or has a family member who's having a hard time that we pray together. We pray before dinner and always share our intentions.
Nice.
We have, living in the convent at St. Matthew's in Dorchester, we're so lucky to have a chapel right in our residence, and a couple times a year we will have a priest come and say Mass with our community, and those things are really important to me and really a cornerstone of our program.
Beautiful windows in that chapel, too,
They're
aren't
incredible.
they?
Yes.
That I remember very, very, very well. To both of you, the Archdiocese of Boston in its 3rd century, just an incredibly important local church within the Catholic Church in America. Education has always been central to the mission. And why is it so important that the core and BC, the Lynch School of Education, be kind of integrated with the life of the Archdiocese?
Well, I'll speak first, Marijke, and then please add it. Anything I miss, you make sure that you hit on something. But, you know, a very key component to the mission of the Lynch School is seeking justice in the world, caring for the human person. You know, specifically, our focus is in children, the education of children, the care of children, and these teachers that have to care for and provide for these students. It just doesn't happen. We wish it did. We wish everyone can teach, but we don't really have the belief that someone can just walk in and teach. So we need to work with teachers, both in helping support them in their pedagogy, their understanding of curriculum, their understanding of their content, but we also in Catholic schools need to make sure that these are well-formed individuals in their faith, and we can't miss out on that. You know, at the recent Congregation for Catholic Education in Rome, there was a lot of conversation about the formation of the formators, and specifically talking about the teachers, and how we can't neglect that, because these are the individuals that are spending the most time with these students. It is their parents and their teachers, and together in collaborating is where we can really do the most good in educating, forming these young people for the future, both for their own individual lives and how that impacts our church as a whole. And so for the Lynch School to be able to leverage all the strength we have in wonderful faculty and other resources to support Catholic education this way is really seen as a signature aspect of the Lynch School. So we feel like we're in a very special place being able to do that. You know, we'd love to educate more teachers. It's all about resources, but we'd love to educate more teachers and form more teachers for this work. But we're lucky to be prioritized by the university and the Lynch School amidst so much else going on.
Is this your last year?
I actually completed the program last year, and I've stayed this year as a community facilitator. So I'm still living with the community, but did graduate last year.
You're cohort 17, right?
I'm cohort 17, yeah.
Yeah, I got that down.
Where can people learn more?
We are online at bc.edu/UCTC, and we also have a social media presence on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram at BCUCTC.
Now, before we even started, I said this is going to be a lot of fun. Wasn't this fun?
It was.
great
It was a lot of fun.
Now, if it was in Hawaii or Alaska, it might even be more fun.
I don't know about that. Boston's a pretty great place to be.
It's a good place.